Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, you're welcome. This is Nana's Food and Fashion. What we do normally here is we do a bit of cooking and sewing. The same, we sew different things and I show you different types of bags and clothing. So what we are doing today actually is a tote bag. We've done a tote bag for beginners, but I want to show you a tote bag where we have put in rivets. These are called rivets, and then we can put in magnetic clasps, and this is my plier that I use to do that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I have my lining and I have my handle. I have a flap also. I'm going to show you how to put on the flap, and then this is my patchwork that I'm using for the bag. I love doing patchwork. What I've done is I put some batten at the back. I just sewed it there so that it will strengthen the material. So this is faux leather and this is cotton fabric, so I put them together. So this is what I'm using for the bag. All right, so I'll put the dimension all down below. So the first thing we need to do is I've not cut this into two because I don't think it's necessary to do that. So I am going to sew this side and that side, and I'm going to sew the same thing with the lining, but make sure that the lining, as we did for the tote bag, leave a little bit of patch so that we can pull the bag through at the end. So this part and that part, and then also I'm going to box the bottom bit with 3 inches. I showed you what to do the last time, so this is what you're going to do. Just measure 3 inches there, 3 inches there, and then you sew that and you cut it off. So that's what you're going to do now. I'll do that and I'll show that to you and follow on from there. Right guys, so I have boxed the bottom bit, as you can see, and I've cut it out. I've done the same thing with the lining, but the lining I have to leave a gap there, so that's how you pull the bag from, as we did with the other one. What I have here is a small pouch that I want to put the lining. So you just sew this bit, and then I'll put all the dimensions below. So when you turn it around like this, and then what we need to do is just fold this inside like that. Fold it inside like that, and then you press it, and then you attach it onto the lining, because we need a pouch in the bag. So that's what I'm going to do now. Right guys, so we have the pouch done. I just sewed just like this on the lining, so that's the lining done. The next bit we have to do is to try to place the handles, and what I've done with the handles is I use faux leather, but you fold it and then you sew it. That's what I've done here nicely. So I'm placing the handles just right there. Make sure they are the same length there at the corner where the seam is. So I'm going to sew before I put the rivets on. I'm going to sew to make sure that it's really secure. I'm going to sew that part as well, and then we put the rivets on before we put the lining. Okay guys, so I've sewn it and I've put one rivet there, and I want to do another one just to show everybody how you do it. I use this plier. So what I need to do is to check where I want to do it, and so this is where I want to do it. So I put it there and you squeeze it out. You can hear the click, and then you take it out, and then you put the long part with long part on it, and then as you can see from the back, so you put the top there and you cover it, and then that clicks into place. It's very easy to do. So that's how rivet's done. Okay, so do it for the other side as well, and then after that we're going to put on our lining. Okay guys, this is the flap. I've really sewed around it, and what I need to do is to attach the magnetic clasp. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. So this is 1/2 of it, so I put it there. Okay, and then you press it in, you take some, because this is leather, so I've tried to make a dent right at the back like that. Okay, so what I normally do, I have this this sharp blade, and I'm trying to make a dent right here. Okay, and so you can see that that's coming through. So this is one half of it there, and the other half I'll make another dent with it. If you're using material, sometimes it is quite quick. So this is the dent I've made, you could see that. And I need to put that is the top in there, so just put it there. Just a minute. Okay, so make sure they all get into the hole like that, and then you can press it any side. I like pressing it to the side and that to the side. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Okay, you press it to the side like that. So this is our clasp being done, and I'll do it to the other side of the bag, the other half. This is the other half, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and then our magnetic clasp is done. Right guys, so we've done everything. Now this is the flap, we put the magnetic clasp. So what you're going to do is to put the lining. So as I told you before, the lining should be right side with right side. Okay, so that is supposed to be the right side of the lining, so I'll put it on the right side of the bag. So just lock in like that. I've already put the flap there. Okay, so I'm going to sew the top bit, and everything will just fall into place. So what you need to do now, hold on a few minutes, we just have to put the handles just right in. Okay, it will not be part of that. So all that we need to do is to just I'm going to clip it, and I'm going to show you what I have. You have to sew the top bit and make sure that everything is in place. All the seams are there, so the seam have to be with that seam as well. Okay, and then we try and clip them. So I'm going to sew the top bit, all of this, and I'll show you next. Right guys, so I have sewed the top bit, as you can see here. Okay, so what we need to do is just pull it out from the space that we left the lining. We just pull this out from there like that. Okay, yeah. So what we need to do is to close this space that is left, and then let's put it in like that. So I'm going to top stitch this part so that the lining will stay in place. I'll top stitch this part and make sure the lining stays in place, and then our bag will be done. So guys, as you can see, our bag is done. I've top stitched the top bit here, right, nicely for the lining to stay in place. So I've shown you how to attach a magnetic clasp, how to attach rivets as well, and then how to attach a flap. Okay, so that is done. Our bag is done. It's really nice and really beautiful. So this is just really an advancement of the tote bag. So you can do different things with the tote bag as well. So yeah, please like this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Please put on your post notifications so that when I bring out a new video, you'll be notified of it. Thanks for watching. Please do try this bag. It's really nice.